Are hashtag MeToo and cancel culture the new due process? Before I get rolling here, I want to clarify terms. It's always a good idea to clarify terms to make sure everyone's on the same page. If for no other reason than there might be some younger audience here who is new to the whole MGTOW thing or these topics in general. So I think everybody's heard of hashtag MeToo. It's all over the news. Think of Justin Bieber. He's the most recent case where he was accused of sexually assaulting or harassing or whatever it was, some woman in a hotel. Bill Cosby, several years back, was Me Too'd. You also have the example of Matt Lauer, who's the news anchor. What all these people have in common is that they were accused by a woman of some form of sexual assault, and it didn't even matter if there was a court hearing. It didn't matter if there was what I call due process, right? Which is innocent till proven guilty, and then you have the right to have your case heard before a jury of your peers before there's any consequence. Well, all that is out the window now because we are living in cancel culture. And that term is a general term which can mean more than just an individual. It can refer to a business or even a movement. Anything can be, quote, canceled, which is where your reputation and your financial ability to make a living is nixed because of an accusation. And I ask the question, are these two things, are Me Too and cancel culture, the new due process? Do we even have innocent till proven guilty anymore? Does it even matter if you even get the chance to go before a jury of your peers to have your name cleared? I don't think it does. And here's why, is because if you can have your reputation smeared and destroyed or your business canceled and gone, meaning people boycott you because you have been smeared by women and smeared by whatever political agenda there is, it doesn't matter if you even get the right to go to court because you're done. You are gone. So that's why I do believe that these two things are the new due process. A lot of you YouTubers might remember the content creator Stefan Molyneux. And I'm not saying I agree with everything he said, but I do believe that he was a very sharp individual who had a lot of great ideas. He was victimized by the cancel culture. YouTube banned his channel, and they, and even if it's not about banning, YouTube can also demonetize people. These are all examples of cancel culture. I believe YouTube is contributing to this. Well, anyway, Stefan Molyneux, if I hadn't heard his channel and watched his channel several years ago, and all that I read was the Wikipedia entry on him, I would think this guy is a crazy guy, a member of the KKK, and I would think that he is he's lost his mind and he's a cult leader if I hadn't heard his own words with my ears. This is what Wikipedia says. Quote, Stefan Molyneux is a Canadian far-right, white nationalist, white supremacist, former YouTuber and podcaster who is best known for his promotion of conspiracy theories, scientific racism, eugenics, and white supremacist views. End quote. Another entry on him says, and this is the same Wikipedia, it says, quote, the free domain internet community which Molyneux leads has been described as a cult, and Molyneux has been described as a cult leader using cult indoctrination techniques on his followers. End quote. On the topic of men's rights activism, Wikipedia also says, quote, Molyneux describes himself as a men's rights activist. According to Jessica Roy of Time magazine, Molyneux argued that violence in the world is the result of how women treat their children, and that, quote, if we could get people to be nice to their babies for 5 years straight, that would be it for war, drug abuse, addiction, promiscuity, sexually transmitted diseases. Almost all would be completely eliminated because they all arise from dysfunctional early childhood experiences, which are all run by women. And, quote, Molyneux believes feminism is a form of socialism. And that's the end of the quote by Wikipedia. So I challenge you, if you can find some old material that's still around, either in video form or written form, about Stefan Molyneux, I want to know if you really think that description by Wikipedia accurately describes him. I don't think it does. And getting back to the point, this is what cancel culture does. It ruins your reputation and it ruins your ability to make a living, because as far as I know, he doesn't have a YouTube channel anymore. And he never got any kind of right to have a legal hearing on this, right? Because YouTube does not have to give you a hearing or a court date to ban you. And what occurs on YouTube can occur all throughout society. If you're a business, you don't need to go to court. Your reputation is your business. If people can spin who you are and they can twist things around to make you seem like you are a hater, right, or you're a hate group, you don't need a court date. Your business is over. People aren't going to support you with their money. Shifting gears just a little bit here, I want to bring up another question, and this is a serious question. I know it's going to be viewed as highly sexist, but it's an honest intellectual question. If women were not in positions of political authority, would we have these problems right now? Everybody knows that women are more emotional, they're less logical, and they see the world through emotions and feelings rather than logic and facts. So if women are in office more now, and they're more involved in decisions, is that the reason why we are seeing this shift in society, where it doesn't matter the truth, it doesn't matter what you actually did or didn't do from even a criminal standpoint? It's more now about feelings and public perception and what people say about you on social media. That's what determines your fate. And is that the result of women being in positions of authority? Is that the result of that? So now I have to ask you, is that a good thing? Are we for the better now that women have gained more power politically in this world? I'm not going to give you the answer to that because that's going to be considered sexist on my part. I will let you decide for yourself. Is women having the right to vote even? Is that a good thing? Is it? Again, I'm not going to answer because I don't want to be dubbed a sexist. You answer for yourself. That's all I have for today. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video.